This is C1 level, so I will be talking English completely and I will talk at C1 level. I won't talk at C2 level. I will talk at C1 level because there may also be B1s and B2s who are watching this video. Let's start. Amazon survival. An uplifting story has popped up in our news feeds. Uplifting, it means exciting, motivating, inspiring, a similar word, right? It's closer to, I think, exciting. An uplifting story has popped up. Pop up, it means something suddenly appearing. Pop up. So you can think of this as appear. An uplifting story has appeared in our news feeds. By the way, it's not pop, it's pop up. This is used together, okay? So pay attention. Again, news feeds, it means uh, feed, it means the news you get, let's say. So this word is also used, for example, as in my social media feed, I saw whatever. Okay. Four children who were missing and feared dead after a plane crash a month ago have been found alive and well. Feared dead. You should be able to understand this. Four children. Okay. You should be able to understand this sentence. If you have any difficulties in understanding this sentence, go a little bit slower, right? Go a little bit slower, and you should be able to understand it. It's not a difficult sentence. Maybe pause the video and go slower on that sentence. The siblings, aged 13, 9, 4, and a 1-year-old baby, were on a plane that crashed in the Amazon jungle in Colombia on May the 1st. So sibling, it means brothers and sisters. So these are this is a way of usage. You generally see this on news, by the way. The siblings age 13, you say the age of many people this way. So for example, the patients aged 20, 15, and 5 were whatever. Okay, so these children were on a plane that crashed. The plane crashed in the Amazon jungle in Colombia on May the 1st. The children's mother, the pilot, and the co-pilot perished in the crash. So they lost their mother, and the pilots died as well. Perish, it means death, basically. It means being. It's it's not only used in humans. When it is used in humans, it means death, and when it's used in other places, it means destruction, death, uh, or something similar, right? Before the plane disappeared, the pilot issued a Mayday alert, citing engine failure. For example, I also don't know Mayday alert, to be honest, and but it's obvious that you can check yourself, I think, from the internet later, but it's an alert when something goes wrong, I guess. The pilot issued a Mayday alert citing engine failure. Citing, it means stating, basically. Stating something, saying something. Citing engine failure. Moments later, it disappeared from radar screens. The children had been missing for 40 days when members of Colombia's military found them. Okay, this is an easy sentence, but a little bit long. A news agency said people from the Huitoto indigenous group in the jungle aided the soldiers' search. Indigenous means local. So the locals of a place are the indigenous of that place. All right. Aid means help. So aided, they helped soldiers search. Colombia's President Gustavo Petro said, by the way, it's quite incredible. Plane crashes, 4 people, including a baby, survives, and they actually survive in the jungle by themselves for 40 days. It's quite incredible. It's Yeah. Colombia's President Gustavo Petro said, news of the children's discovery was a joy for the whole country and a magical day. I agree. Again, this is easy. Whole country means all of the country. Okay, whole of something means all of it. He added, they were alone. They themselves accomplished an example of total survival which will remain in history. So they were alone. They themselves accomplished. Accomplish means achieve. And you should know achieve, but if you don't know achieve, it means complete, achieve, accomplish. These are all similar things. Reach your goals, all similar things. So they accomplished an example of total survival. Okay. These children are today the children of peace and the children of Colombia. These children are today the children. So normally, you may be a bit surprised by this. It's possible. Why do we use today in the middle of the sentence, right? Normally, 80 to 90% of the time, we use the time at the end of the sentence. If we want to emphasize the time, we use it at the beginning of the sentence. But occasionally, there are examples of using it in the middle and in other places. You will see these things, but they are not common, and it is used like this to emphasize the time, but it's a rare usage. It's not something you would use in your everyday language. You would see this more in news and things like this, things like that. So they are the children of peace and the children of Colombia. Colombia's Civil Aviation Authority issued a statement regarding how the children survived. Aviation means flight, air. Colombia's civil aviation means it's more, so civil, it means it's not military. So everything that's not military usage and military purpose, it's civil. They issued a statement. Issue a statement means make an explanation, basically, or publish a message, something like that. Regarding how the children survived. Regarding means about. So they issued a statement about how the children survived. Or you can also understand this as they issued a statement related to how the children survived. You can understand it as something like that. It believes, so this aviation authority believes, the siblings escaped the wreckage and trudged through the jungle in search of help. So wreckage, it means the remaining pieces of if something is destroyed, its remaining pieces are its wreckage. So for example, if this cup, if this is destroyed, right? I threw this into the ground, it is destroyed. Its pieces, the what I see remaining is its wreckage. Okay. All right. So they escaped the wreckage and trudged through the jungle. Trudge, it's actually, I think, the first time I see this word, but it's obvious from the sentence, we can understand it from the sentence, that it means traveling and walking in the jungle and in wilderness, in wild places. It's, I guess, trudging, right? When you come across words like, even when you are at an advanced level, you will come across words like this. I come across words I don't know in Turkish as well. Sometimes it happens, rarely, but it happens. And when you come across words like this, you can check it from the dictionary. So let's check this one, for example. Right. Okay, interesting. So it's not walking in the jungle or walking through the wilderness, but walking with very difficulty. Right? It's very difficult. You are tired, you are exhausted, but you are still walking and traveling through in somewhere, and that's trudging. So they trudged through the jungle in search of help. The children belong to the Huitoto group. Their knowledge of what is edible in the jungle and their experience of terrain probably gave them a better chance of survival. So I think what it's talking about, I'm not sure if this is the right sentence. So I'm not exactly sure if the children are from the Huitoto group, and because of that, they knew about how to survive in the jungle, or because after the Huitoto group found them, because Huitoto group knew how to survive in the jungle, they helped them survive. I'm not sure which one. There is no source here. Interesting. Normally, there is a source of the news here, but there's an error in this one. I was going to say we can check from the source, but all right. So the children belong to Huitoto group. The meaning of this sentence is children are from the Huitoto group, but again, I'm not sure if this is right. Their knowledge of what is edible in the jungle. So the children's knowledge of what is edible. Edible means eatable. So possible to eat. And unedible, by the way, unedible means not eatable. So not possible to eat. So the children's knowledge of what is eatable in the jungle and their experience of terrain. Terrain means shape of places. Okay, so jungles, pits, mountains, plains. So shape of a place. So their experience of what is eatable and their experience of terrain probably gave them a better chance of survival. It's very interesting. And I think I see things like these more in, sometimes, occasionally I see things like this that are basically miracles on children, right? A children fell from the 4th floor, head and upside down, right? And nothing happened to the child, or things like that. It's extremely interesting. In my opinion, God helps, right? Allah helps. But I'm a religious person. I don't know what you think, but yeah, it's interesting. All right. Yeah, if you have any feedbacks on the video on how I can do them better, you can comment, or if you have any other opinions about the news, you can comment down below, and we will continue from the next video. Take care.